this example, we're going to plot 2 points A and B. We're going to join them together to find the midpoint between them. Now, the word here, oblique line, is a word that means not horizontal or nor vertical, but a line with a slope. So up until now, we've had lines that go this way, that's our horizontal lines, lines that go this way, vertical lines, but these sort we call oblique, go this way or this. They've got a slope. So let's have a look and see how to do this. Well, the first thing to do is to plot the points. Now that's got an x value of -4, so let's write in here x and y. So we need an x value of -4. 1, 2, 3, 4 goes this way, -4. Remember, this is -1 and so on. So somewhere along this line here, the y value of -2, we're going down. There's -1 and -2, which means that there is our point A. So we'll write it in. Our point B is 3 and 3. 1, 2, 3, there's our 3 value there. And 1, 2, 3, our 3 value there. And where those points cross is our point, 3 and 3. The next thing we need to do is to join them, and this will be, as we said before, this will be an oblique line. So let's join them from here through to there. There's our oblique line. Now it says to form a triangle. What we're going to do here is to drop another line down this way and drop another line across here to form a right angle triangle. So the point here is a 90-degree angle. We need to find this point down here, it says, because it says find the coordinates of the vertex. The vertex is the corner. So we can actually read that off as an x value going up to 3 there and going along here to -2. And then the next question is we need to find the midpoint of each side. Well, let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got to go 2.5 down. So that's the point that we're looking for. So what would be its value? Maybe if we just had a look at the x value first of all, that's got to be 3. And then the y value, notice that it's halfway up to 1. So that would be 0.5. So there's the midpoint of this line here. And then here's a side here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if that's 7, half of 7 is 3.5. 1, 2, 3.5. It looks like that would be our midpoint. Let's just check. 1, 2, 3.5. Alright, so what's our midpoint value? I'll write it over here. Getting a bit cluttered, but we'll see how we go. Now the x value is between 0 and -1, so that's -0.5 or -0.5. And the y value cuts back to here at y equal to -2. So now the next question is, what is the value from A to B? Well, the answer to this lies in the fact that if we were to take a point halfway down here and go across to that point there, and halfway across here and go to that point there, that point in there would actually be our midpoint. So that is going to be the midpoint of that line, which actually makes it quite easy to give. So if I put midpoint here, let's see, the x value of this line is actually the x value of this point here, -0.5. So what do you think the y value would be? Well, if you've said that it's this point here, which is 0.5, you'd be correct. So the midpoint of the oblique line takes its x value from here and it takes its y value from here. That's very interesting, and that will always work. So it looks like to find the midpoint of a line like this, all you need to do is to create a triangle, find the midpoint of these two lines, and then take the x value from the horizontal line and the y value from the vertical line, and it works. So we'll try this out with some practice. Let's try what we've just seen in this example. Now, if you like, you could pause the video here and try this on your own and then see how it's worked to check it out, or just work along with me. Alright, the first thing to do is to mark in point A and then point B. So we'll label this as our x value and this is our y value. We'll mark in -5 and 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That goes to -5 here on the x-axis and 2 on the y-axis, which takes us to this point here, point A. Point B is 7 on the x-axis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so it's right at the end here. I'll put a little marker there, and it's -3, 1, -2, -3. So I'll mark this down here at -3. So there's our point B. So let's take a line through to here. So there's our oblique line. The next thing we're going to do is to create a triangle. So we might as well create the triangle down this way. So if I go down here to here, this is my right angle triangle, and go from here along to here, what I have is a right angle triangle. Now remember, what we can do is to find the midpoint of this line and the midpoint of this line, and we'll be able to find the midpoint of AB if we do this oblique line. So here's AB. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that gives us an x value of -5 and a y value of, now we've gone down a half, haven't we? -0.5. So that's -0.5. Let's go to the midpoint here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I go along 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there it is there. Let's just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's even. That's fine. So what's the value of this point here? We have an x value of 1 and a y value of -3. So if we then take the point from here across to where it touches the line there, and from here to here, we get our midpoint. So the point crosses right here. So let's give the midpoint value, and the midpoint value here has an x value of 1, there it is there, and a y value here, which is the same as this one, of -0.5.